Hey everybody, Satyrion Leafspar here. As you can see from the items back there and from the title, it's going to be a little bit of an unboxing, a little bit of a review, and just kind of a product overview as well of the two items I was able to find, and I've been holding on to them for a little while. I've just not really gotten around to them. Both of these items are the Barbie Ken, more specifically Pinkpassport series. Ooh, look at that glare from the overhead lighting. Pinkpassport series, Barbie, Ken, like I said. I think these are the only two Ken Pinkpassport series items that he gets. This I was really impressed with because it's an actual clothing pack, even though it does come with a doll, a Ken doll. But I will say that, and we'll get into this more specifically when I get both of them unboxed, the head sculpts, face sculpts are actually different. So, I know that there was a couple of different people in the comments below, well, not below, but in a little while back, that was interested in both an unboxing and review, and I am so sorry it has taken so long to get around to these two, so I'm going to do both of them at the same time. That being said, this will be a lengthier video, so I will try in the description box down below to separate it so that you can see where I'm unboxing what if you're more interested in one item, one box, or the other. So we're going to start with the big clothing pack because I believe it will be quicker than the motorcycle, just because I'm hoping there's more detail actually involved. But this may, depending on how evil Mattel was, may take longer to unpack. We'll see. This has actually got some pretty cool clothing items. One of the things I was most interested in was this denim vest, or denim coat. Hope everyone has been super well. Got the little, like, I hope you can see that. It's actually like sculpted like a men's torso. This would be really cool to make a mold out of and cast it. And then you could have, like, I don't want to say dummies, but like mannequins to put a, I'll talk in a minute, a stick in, and then you would actually be able to store your clothes upright. That could be a project. So denim jacket, and then we have a globe or atlas print gray heather muscle shirt. Okay, so this one is, oh, what do we have here? Oh, even better. I'm gonna hold on to that one too. This one's got legs. I need to figure out, you know, who to talk to about casting and molding. So this one's actually kind of like retail cable tied in. I'm gonna kind of call this Aztec print. And I think that's the point of these. It is Pinkpassport, so world travel. We've got some brown loafers with kind of a basket weave. You're gonna focus? You're gonna focus? Can you focus? No. Basket weave or leather texture. Oh, here we go with the cable tie. Strapping in. feel like I just dropped something. Did I? I did. Shame. Don't want to lose those. We have some mocha colored. If I hold these just right, look at that. Stylish tonight. Mocha colored sunglasses. A lot of times, if you push backwards, you can cut the cable ties from the back, and then you don't run any risk to the clothing, and then you can just pull the cable strapping forward. We have a pair of black denim with faux stitching to create false pockets. And a blue vest, white Oxford with, I don't know how the camera is picking this up, but this is a orange tie. And much like with some kin clothing, all of this is fake in the sense of none of this layering is real. You're not going to be taking any of this apart. This is a complete layered look, all one piece with no option to delayer. I purchased these items online from Target, Toys R Us, pre-apocalyptic liquidation. That tells you how long I've had it. And I thought in the image that this suitcase was a prop that was going to come with it. It is not. It is a piece of cardboard. Safe to say, when it arrived, I was disappointed. It's okay. Keep going with these retail cable straps. Well, there's not one on the back of the... Oh, I get it. Oh, two at the feet. If you hear jingling and jangling, it's my dogs have their tags on and they're making sounds. So you've maybe seen me do this in the other videos. So I've got his plastic still attached to his head. Those are the cable ties. So I will leave the plastic attached to protect the head, especially with Barbie herself. Before I cut, should have left it and pushed a little harder. It gives you a barrier to keep from cutting the hair. A little bit of a DIY. He comes with a passport attached to his hand. You gonna focus there, Mr. iPhone? Maybe, maybe not. The passport is nothing particularly special. It is rubber banded into his hand. It is your typical Barbie fare. Cardboard, nothing inside. I make a lot of paper crafts. I'll have that fixed in a night with a rubber band. He also, we're going to start at the bottom. His pants do not come below his shoes. I'm pretty sure it's intentional, but his shoes are super cool. They're a brown kind of strappy shoe. I hope that's focusing. Boop. Try that. Brown strappy shoe, looks like that has straps going up and around and above the ankle. Typical slice in the back. They're kin shoes. green pants that are really hiked super high. My guess is if he didn't have these style boots on, let's see. Okay, so these boots are super chunky around the ankle. With fidgeting, because I was able to do it to one side, you can get them down over the boot if you really want that look, or if you want a up over look, because these things are like hiked super high on this guy. You can see how high this is. As I was saying, his pants are positioned way up here as compared to normal kin pants that I've seen is down here. So there's definitely room. Also, they're not tight, they're incredibly loose. So it is what it is. His shirt is, as you can very well see on the camera, it is a light red, dark red, blue check. It's nothing special. He comes with a watch. And the other items, are you gonna stand? I don't know, some of these, and I didn't go over it, a lot of times because I've just started overlooking it in these kins. He's got the standard 5 points of articulation, left and right arm, a twist at the head, and right and left leg. That is it. Much like your standard fashionista kin, there is no... What is up with you? Okay, look, I'm not arguing with you, Ken. I mostly was interested in him for the clothes. It was a great clothing pack. So that's why I bought it. Gonna go ahead and move into the Barbie. Oh, look at those lights. Pinkpassport Ken with motorcycle. This is the back of the box. If you want to pause it there. So you can see some of the other items that is available, more specifically for Barbie herself. And if I did not show it, many apologies, because there are some other items on here. This is the back of the other box, because I wouldn't mind trying to find the scooter as well. I think the scooter would be a really fun repaint to do, but I'm kind of over repainting items in this scale for a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and get him pulled out of the box. Move these items to the side. I also think this this Jeep here, that overhead glare, boop. If it wasn't for the atrociously pink seats, even though it's in a lighter blue, would not be a terrible color. I'd only have to repaint the seats. Oh. Okay, right off the top. Well, right off the back. Some assembly will be required. And mild detailed instructions have been included. One moment, please. I have dropped my tiny sunglasses. So, if you're not familiar with that mechanism, it is a turn lock system. You turn them, they pop out. It's a really ingenious thing that toys have started doing. Toys haven't started doing it. The toy companies have started doing it to make it a little easier to remove toys from their packaging. Doesn't stop them from using the giant cable straps, though. Let's see. What else have we got? And the boots he's wearing, and I'll really get into this in a second. Appear to be a palette swap. If I really cared about the backdrop, I wouldn't. But I don't. I care more about the paint job on his head than I do anything else. No paint has been damaged in the process. Jeans, I thought was a loose thread, but they are distressed. Oh, almost discarded that. He would have gotten lost. I almost forgot to mention, and I'm splicing this in well after the video has ended. These items came in the package, and I came in the box. And I just now noticed them because they're like packaged all up in the corner. So if you make the decision to get this, don't be like me and almost throw them away. In addition to everything that you get, including the map, which blends in entirely with the backdrop. Motorcycle Ken gets a matching blue tiny cell phone. Black smoky sunglasses. And oddly enough, a pink passport. See you in the rest of the video. Bye. We'll do something with it. We're gonna go ahead real quickly. Okay, he is only... Oh, I thought he was. Really, Barbie? Or should I say Mattel? Rubber banded in as well. We're going to set him to the side for just a moment. Start with the actual motorcycle as close up as possible. Working wheels. We actually have a waist grab. This does not turn at all. We do have a set of decals here. We have headlights. We have a license plate. We have a front lamp, which will go here. And I'm really fortunate that they did not apply any of these, because I'm going to paint the ever-loving crap out of this. So now I can paint it without applying any of this. So thank you, Mattel. We have a working kickstand. Your footrests do not move, your dash emblems inside are etched. Hopefully you can see that. You may or may not be able to, but they are not detailed in any way, shape, or form other than etching. So there's no sticker or anything like that on the inside. But the details on the side, they're flat plastic. Other than that, that's all that exists. I'm not seeing realistically anything else. If you'll give me just a moment, I'm going to grab a Monster High, an Ever After High, and a Bratz. That way we can look at some scale to see if they would work on this guy. So, here we are. We are going to start with our Monster High dolls chosen out of convenience, not preference. Because my shelf is a wee bit wrecked over, not wrecked, there's just, it's a tight space. The core joints are a touch stiff. Already, like right off, I'm not gonna say it would be like entirely undoable, but he cannot reach. For that matter, I don't even think Ken could reach because the poor boy can't bend his arms. But picture-wise, depending on the pose you're going for, just getting him to sit on the bike, other than the fact that you've got this giant waist clip in the way, I mean, it is clear, semi-transparent. It wouldn't be that horrible, especially if you had him sitting sideways on the bike. It would be an option. But Monster High do have motorcycles. I know they have scooters. We have got our next option. I think would be a little more viable in the grand scheme of things scale-wise. If you've got like Ever After Highs, because I think they look a little better. So, there you go. So, and the clip isn't that noticeable. I mean, but that's clothing too. If you've got the clothes and you've got the layering, there you go. Moving right along. I don't want to get like, I don't think the Bratz even has a point to even try this poor thing. But no, Bratz does have a motorcycle. I have a motorcycle for Bratz. Well, he can reach. He can almost reach. So as long as you're, well, it's not terrible. The clip keeps him from sitting. To keep this video from being forever long, I think we're almost up in the 40-minute mark. Ken himself. We have a palette swapped boot. Strappy, just like the other one. It is an exact palette swapped boot. I don't know if I appreciate that, Mattel could have done something a little different. Although I have to say, I really like the boot. They force tucked them in. Every pair, every ad I saw, this is what they did. They force tucked them in to create a look, I guess, to keep your jeans from getting dragged into your motor chain on your bike. We have a distressed jean that is actually distressed and cut through to the vinyl on both sides. We have a red pleather jacket. It feels more like plastic, but they're doll clothes. I mean, they're Ken clothes. What do you honestly expect? I will say we're gonna go ahead and jacket him. This is like a long muscle shirt. I'm not really sure what this shirt choice in life was for Ken. I would have liked it better if it had actually been like a regular tank top, but I mean, that's what it is. Standard jeans. I did talk about how these are two different face sculpts. More specifically, if you really want to get into it, I mean, there you are. This is the one that comes with the clothing pack. Obviously, this is the one that comes with the motorcycle. These are the differences. And there we have it. Before I drag this out any longer than unnecessarily, I think they are both, I really need to stop saying they are both very good sets in my opinion. Both worthy of getting for the clothing alone, realistically, just because there are so few clothing options for Ken alone. I think the motorcycle has got really good detail. Again, retail, both kits are around $29-ish. I know normally I don't like talking a lot about retail prices just because they change so much for people, but that kind of gives you an idea. The prices fluctuate so much for Mattel items. It's hard to tell what you're going to get nowadays for what and where, but it is what it is. There's some unique items for Ken in both of these sets, which make them, in my opinion, a worthy find. Or a worthy get if you're into the Ken dolls, or you even have USDs that can fit these style items, which is kind of why I targeted them anyways. I think Louis would look killer in these. Anyways, have a great night. Hope everyone stays well. Love yourself, love each other, love your dolls, everyone else's too. Bye.